Scientists at the University of Oxford, led by Dr. Kate Watkins, are using amazing technology to understand why some people stutter, using special machines called MRI scanners. MRI scanners, which are like super-powered cameras that can safely take detailed pictures of our brains, researchers are discovering fascinating differences between the brains of people who stutter and those who don't. Our brains are made up of different parts that work together. The outer layer, called gray matter, is like tree bark and contains important cell bodies of neurons. Deeper inside the brain is white matter, which contains bundles of fibers covered in a fatty substance called myelin. These fibers work just like telephone wires, carrying messages between different parts of the brain so we can think, speak, and move. Scientists use a special kind of brain scan called diffusion tensor imaging to study how water moves through the brain. This helps them understand how the brain is organized. In watery areas of the brain, water moves freely, just like dropping food coloring in a glass of water. In gray matter, water moves slowly, similar to dropping food coloring in an eggplant. In white matter, water usually moves in specific directions, like water moving through a celery stalk. The scientists made an important discovery. In people who stutter, there's a difference in how water moves through certain parts of their white matter. This difference is found in the area that controls tongue movements, lip movements, and voice box movements. What makes this discovery really interesting is that many different research teams have found the same thing, which makes scientists think it's a very important clue to understanding stuttering. These differences might mean there are fewer connections in certain brain areas, or that the connections might be going in multiple directions instead of being neatly organized. This could mean that messages have a harder time traveling quickly between different parts of the brain. It's like having a tangled bunch of strings instead of neat parallel ones. Messages might have a harder time getting through quickly. Scientists still have many questions they're trying to answer. They want to know if these brain differences cause stuttering or if stuttering causes these differences. They're also curious about whether these patterns change as children grow up, and if these differences can change with treatment. To find answers, they're especially interested in studying young children who stutter. This exciting research is helping doctors and scientists understand stuttering better than ever before. By learning more about how the brain works in people who stutter, they hope to develop better ways to help people who stutter in the future.